Hey guys, Metal Driver here bringing you another AEW Unrivaled review. Today I'll be looking at Series 3, Darby Allin. So here on the front of the box you see an image of Darby Allin. Then on the side you see the AEW logo and another image of Darby Allin. On the back of the box you see an image of Darby Allin, his signature. Then the event in which this picture was taken. Fighter Fest, date June 29th, 2019 in Dayton Beach, Florida. Then at the bottom of the box you see the rest of the figures that are in this wave. Alright, now that we have looked at the box, let's go ahead and open this figure up and take a closer look at Darby Allin. Alright, and here is Darby Allin out of the packaging. But before we take a look at the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. Alright, so the first piece of accessory that he comes with is his skateboard, which looks pretty nice. It's got this worn, beat up look to it, so the paint isn't exactly perfect here on the top, which is fine. It's got that beat up look. Then on the bottom, you got this nice designs around here. It says Darby Allin here in the middle. It's a really cool looking skateboard, so I'm glad they included this. And the wheels do roll. And he does fit on the skateboard, it looks nice, having him posed riding it. Although I will mention it was a little bit of a pain balancing him on the skateboard, so just be aware of that. Then the other piece of accessory that he comes with is his entrance jacket, which looks really nice. It's really well sculpted, a lot of great paintwork. So here you've got this gold zipper going down, really well painted. So it's not just a solid black, the jacket. It's got different colors. You've got gray here on the inside for his, actually that's his hoodie, not his jacket. So that's really cool. And it's got this white faded look, so that's from this spray painted style paint here. So really well done. The images here are painted really well. The heart looks good. These images, I'm not sure what they are, but they look really well made. All the paint looks good. So really well designed, really well sculpted. You get the wrinkles here on the sleeves. Same thing here. Got the hoodie right here on the back near the shoulders. Again, sculpt work looks really good on this jacket. And then it is a plastic jacket, so it does hinder some articulation. However, it's not as bad as the Mattel jacket, so you can kind of pose him with the jacket on. Although the posing is a bit limited, but you can bend the arms slightly here. So overall not bad, really well made. Would have been nice to get a soft goods, however, if we had gotten a soft goods jacket we wouldn't have this awesome sculpt work here, so not too bad of a trade-off. Then you can remove the jacket, so it shouldn't really be too hard to remove this. The hands might be a hindrance when taking this off of the arms here by the sleeves. Alright, then be aware that there are some plastic here around the arms to protect the sleeves on the jacket, but these can come off pretty easily. Just pull them off like so. Alright, then taking a look at the head sculpt. Now it is sculpted really well in my opinion. Does look like Darby Allin. Now the paint on the face, specifically the skin tone and the lips look really good. Lips are painted really well. The eyes are painted well, so are the eyebrows, or I should say this eyebrow. It does have that cut or shaved part here on the right eyebrow, so that looks really good. Looks accurate. Now looking at the left side. Now this side has a lot of paint, because he's got half of his face painted like how it should, and it looks really good. I think Jazzwares did an amazing job on the face paint here. The whole head sculpt looks good in my opinion. So you've got some good clean line work. You got some blacks seeping here, over here, and here. On the white face paint, the ear is painted in black. You've got some more of the paint going down on the neck. So really awesome job here. You got some black paint on the nose. And the hair is sculpted pretty well. No extra paint, just one solid color. So no highlights. Then the head does have a shaved look, just like how he's supposed to have. So really great head sculpt. Like how this turned out. And then he does have a necklace here, so I guess you can count that as an accessory. Now you can pop the head off. So you can take off the necklace if you want. Although, there's really no need to because he does wrestle with this necklace. Alright, and then before I look at the paint on the body. Now this is a new torso that they're using, so it's a thinner frame. The arms are thinner. The abdomen and the chest looks thinner. So this is really good, perfect for Darby Allin because he's not a bulky guy. He is pretty thin. So I'm glad they're giving us new parts here. Then looking at the tattoo on his chest. So it says, "Nothing's over till you're underground." So the line work is really good. Tattoo came out really well. So no messiness there. Got some of that paint here on his chest. And on the back, He's got Relentless on the back of his shoulders near the neck. So good paint work there. And he's got some more paint here on the arms. So the hand and the wrist are taped up. Then the lettering looks really good on the fingers, or the knuckles I should say. It's got free, all the letters look really good. Then he's got his fingernails painted, so good paint work there. Now look at the other hand. So this hand is taped up along with the wrist. Then here on these knuckles you've got drug here. So again, lettering looks really good, really crisp. Good line work, no fuzziness. And he's got his fingernails painted as well. So really good paint work. Then looking at the lower half of the figure, so he's got his short shorts on. It's got this black and gray paint scheme, looks really good. Paint work looks really well done on the legs. Or I should say the upper legs and the butt. So really cool. Love how this turned out. Then the legs are just a solid black, because he usually wears tights underneath. So not a whole lot going there, just a solid black plastic. Then his boots look pretty good. He's got this yellow rim going around the bottom of the boot. So paint looks really good on both of them. So overall, great looking figure. Really well done. And the paint came out very well on this. Alright, then going over the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint and a hinge. So he can't look that high up. He can look that far down, so really good range of motion. His head can turn side to side, and it could slightly tilt. Shoulders have a hinge, which allow it to go really high up. It can rotate all the way around. There's a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, which have really good range. There's a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. And it does appear that the plastic is stressed here by this peg, so be cautious with that. He has a ball joint at the upper diaphragm, which allows him to crunch that far forward, which isn't too much. That far back. He can turn side to side, and he can slightly pivot. Then he has another ball joint here at the waist, which allows him to turn slightly, so not a whole lot of movement there. So the movement's going to come from the upper diaphragm. Now the ball joint at the waist does allow him to crunch even farther forward. Then he can go that far back. Then he has ball joints at the hips, which allow the legs to go that far out. And yes, finally, Jazzwares painted the ball joints here at the hips. So before, in Series 1 and Series 2, we were getting skin tone ball joints here. So instead they're gray, so it matches the shorts. So really nice job, they finally fixed that. Legs can go that high up, which is pretty good. It's actually higher than some of the figures in Series 2. He has a cut at the thigh, double jointed knees. He has a cut at the top of the boot. Ankle has a hinge that allows it to go that high up, that far down, and he has some really good ankle pivot. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on Series 3 Darby Allin? I think this is a fantastic figure. I think Jazzwares really nailed the likeness of Darby Allin. The paint came out very well on this figure. The face paint looks good. The tattoos look good. Honestly, I'm really impressed with how this turned out. This was one of the figures in this wave that I was looking forward to the most, and I'm not disappointed at all. I could definitely see this being in my top 3 of the AEW figures that have been released so far. So I think this is a great figure, definitely one that you want to pick up, especially if you are into the AEW line. So this is not a figure you're going to want to miss out on. Pick it up, add it to your collection. It's definitely worth it. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so you can see more AEW Unrivaled reviews. Follow me on social media so you can keep up to date with all my wrestling figure photography. And as always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action. And I'll see you next time.